Hello YouTube, Dogfoot9 here, and welcome to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode. And today we've got our first game against Newcastle, and then we've got a game against Barcelona in that second leg, which we need to win by at least 2 goals, as long as Barcelona don't score, to be able to go through. I think if we get 2 goals and Barcelona don't score, then we go through on an away goal. But you never know with EA, they might decide to troll me with that away goal, they might not even count it, it might glitch out, so I want to score at least 3. If that's even possible against Barcelona. I hope it is. And also, we've got some international friendlies at the end, which I have simmed as usual, because international friendlies just seem to slow you down, and I don't really like playing friendlies, or really watching them too much, because it doesn't really show you too much about the squad. It's just practically a practice match for the teams, I see it as. But anyway, our first game is in the FA Cup, sorry, not in the Premier League. So no Premier League at all in this episode, because we've got quite a few important cup competitions, and obviously I want to win against Newcastle today. But Newcastle have actually got a new signing, and that's Sadov Doumbia. I'm sure it's the Doumbia from the Russian league originally in this game, but they have actually managed to sign him, I think, Newcastle, and I'm sure it is the original Sadov Doumbia, because he scores headers like that usually when I play with him online, and well, it's Sadov Doumbia, and he is quite quick, like he was there against us, and we did break pretty easily, and that put us 1-0 behind in this FA Cup match, which you don't want to be, really, because that means we've got to come back and try and, I don't really want to replay, because our schedule is already really hectic, so I'm going to try and win this match now, and we get back into a drawing position with El Shawari there, and we are getting into the second half now, so Newcastle are starting to get a bit tired, so it allowed us to get on a break here with Jovino, and they just couldn't keep up with him, so we decided to take him down in the box and get us a penalty there. I'm sure that must have been a yellow card for Mbaye there, but I don't think he even got one. But stepping up to take the penalty, I decided to put Adrian on it. After looking through my strikers and like midfielders penalty stats, and Adrian goes towards the right, but unfortunately doesn't hit it with enough power to put it into the top of the net, and Krul there saves it. But we do get another chance here in the 76th minute, I think that is, and Adrian through on goal. He isn't going to miss, because he's going to pass it across to Jovino, who's going to score for us, and a sweaty goal does put us into the lead, but we do like make up for that sweaty goal of Adrian there, who set up 1 goal, missed a penalty, and then scores his own goal there. So quite an eventful match. Adrian setting up a goal and then going and scoring one, so that's quite good. Probably winning man of the match award, even though he did not miss that penalty, and I did keep him on. Well, he was quite a good player for me for the entire match, really. And also Courtois, he was put under quite a bit of pressure, and he did show that he had a bit of class, so that's quite a good thing to see. Now we're just preparing for our Barcelona match, and we need to try and win this. This is going to be probably one of the most important matches of the season, mainly because we had to simulate the first match, because the game kept on freezing when I tried to play it. So if I do lose this match, then I won't feel as bad, because it wasn't really me who was playing, it was more of a computer trolling me in that first game, because Barcelona, the computer decides to always give teams like Barcelona and Bayern Munich the win, whoever they're playing. I did put quite a strong team out for that simmed game, as you saw, maybe only a couple of weak players, but today we are going to be putting out the strongest team possible, based on fitness and overall, and we are against Barcelona, and Barcelona, obviously we've got quite a strong team, and also we've got Lucas Podolski, who did actually have quite a big impact in that first game, so I want to kind of silence him, because we are at home, and we don't want the home crowd thinking that Podolski was someone we shouldn't have sold, when we should have really sold him, because he was getting quite old, and soon he was going to lose his transfer value. But anyway, Lewandowski gets through on goal here, and gets round Dani Alves somehow there, and then slots it underneath Victor Valdez for quite a nice goal, and maybe Victor Valdez should have got down quicker to it, but it was on Lewandowski's weak foot as well, I think it was, but he just somehow managed to put it underneath Victor Valdez. And here we get the ball back, Nastasic passes it out to Ozil, and Ozil blasts it, hits the post and goes in. That means if the score set is like this, we will go through. But Barcelona, we're going to put a lot of pressure on us, so I wanted to score another goal, and in the 77th minute, 78th minute then, Nastasic gets on the ball and scores a brilliant goal for us from the corner to practically solidify our position. But if Barcelona now score, it's going to go to extra time penalties because it'll be 3-1, and we'll both have 3 home goals and 1 away goal then. So we wanted to try and just put all opportunities of Barcelona getting back into this match out of a window, and Theo Walcott there blasts it into the back of a net, and that practically means we are going to go through and go into the next round of Champions Cup. So that's pretty good for Arsenal there. 4-0 over Barcelona, makes it 5-3 on aggregate. So both teams did quite well at home, just we did a tad bit better and we didn't let an away goal. But our next couple of matches are going to be international friendlies, and obviously I'm with Spain, but a couple of these Spanish players I'm actually quite surprised we haven't been growing too much. As you just saw there flash up on the screen, Jordi Alba 82 rated. I thought he might have grown a bit more, and so I also thought Diego Capel would have grown a bit as well. I didn't really expect too many other players to have grown, but Jesus Navas, he's put on 1 overall there, and some of the players, they are still quite weary from their last game because, as you know, quite a few of them were in the Champions Cup recently, especially the Arsenal players. Javi Martinez, he's actually back up to full fitness. I think took him off halfway through that game, but Monreal, Azpilicueta, also quite a few Barcelona players are quite low on stamina and fitness, so I'm having to play some players who won't usually play in this first game because of fitness issues, but it's still quite a strong team because whenever you play Spain, you know they're going to be putting out a really strong team, especially in the midfield area, because Spain they seem to have 10 or 15 really good midfielders who they all can't play at the same time, but they don't seem to have many striking options either, so it does kind of balance up in that way. But anyway, I have decided to speed up this match. New Zealand get a red card pretty early on, and we do score 2 goals, 3 goals really early on, and I have sped it up quite a bit here because international friendlies, as I said, I don't really like. But anyway, the match does finish at 5-0 to Spain, and that's pretty good to see, even though we haven't even got our first team out. And one thing I would improve about the Spanish squad is I think we need one more good centre back, because I've got a couple of players I wouldn't really trust to play with me qualifiers or in the World Championship or whatever it's called in FIFA 13, but we have got some really good defensive mids which we could play, and I might not go into the World Championships with this formation because 4-3-3 I'm more of a 4-1-2-1-2 guy in career mode, but 4-3-3 it seems to work quite well for Spain because they only got 1 or 2 really good strikers, so unless we get some really good new strikers coming to Spain for some reason, growing really quickly, then I don't think we're going to be able to play 4-1-2-1-2, so I'll probably have to play the 4-3-3. But anyway, we are going to win this match against South Africa. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please leave a like, also subscribe for more FIFA content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.